Hey guys, we are on the play here with our Turbo Hour deck. We have well, no red influence is concerning, but we have Slumbering Stone into Devour as an opening play. But nothing really to work towards. We have some early plays, but they're unexciting. I think I'm going to throw this back. We can do better. Although, it doesn't look like a lot better. Start with that for our red. We don't need to get our blue because we have the Felon Stranger, so we'll just thin the deck. But we're going to need to draw into some action here. Or we're going to be sitting on just sigils for a while. Opponent, Diplomatic Seal, Fire Sigil means they're probably pretty aggressive. So I would not be surprised to see some kind of 1-mana 2/1 come down. No? Alright. We'll hold on to the Primal Influence for now. We don't have anything that costs 2 fire, so it doesn't actually matter which one we play there, but let's disguise what deck we're playing a little bit. Our opponent has a torch and is considering torching our guy. That is the most likely, yeah. There it goes. So that's one torch down. Torch doesn't really tell us anything about deck construction. Most red decks have torch in them. Second Fire Sigil and an Oni Ronin is interesting. Since he started with a Diplomatic Seal, we have to assume that he drew that Fire Sigil. And he has to be a 2-color deck, otherwise, or at least a 2-color deck, otherwise he wouldn't be playing Diplomatic Seal. So, Kano. Okay. We're happy to draw the Slumbering Stone for some action there. Morning Star. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna block with our O2, not take any damage. And here's a Champion of Cunning. Third turn, we already have enough Shadow Influence to activate the charge portion. Unfortunately, we're not really going to be able to activate the other portions. So since we know how we have this coming, I think we're just going to take the damage this turn and get in there. See if we can do a little racing of our own here. If our opponent plays Justice Sigil, Deep Forge Plate, this might be tough. That's not as big of a deal. Ooh, and Torch is a nice draw. I think we will hold on to it though. And just deploy the champion for now. Get that clock in there. Unless the Rakano deck is playing the Vanquish variant, they don't really have anything that can deal with the champion too easily. So he's going to be buffing up my other guys. Interesting. How much damage do we have in hand? So we have lethal if we draw a removal spell. But we'd be taking 11. I think that's okay. Doesn't have that much burst. We still have blockers. Yeah, we've got a Clever Stranger. So, let's send in the Clown, singular. If he blocks, we torch. If he doesn't, he takes a bunch of damage. And now we hope that he doesn't have a second Elder's Feather. Gonna double block here, get 2 Grenadin tokens, and take out his 8/5. So now the question is really, do we want a torch right now? And I don't think that we do. So take out one of his guys. I think once again we just attack with this. If he lets it through, we win the game with torch. Okay. Interesting. Well, right now we're priced into torching that, so that's what we're going to do. But that's okay. As long as we keep the champion around, we have a lot of stuff that can help us win. If we take this damage, and he has torch in his hand exactly, we do lose the game. He's already played 1 torch. Not the least likely thing in the world. I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to take the damage. And he doesn't have torch. And now we Alpha Strike. Let's see. 4 of these getting through, yes, is lethal. He only has 3 blockers, we have 7 attackers. The 4 2/2s will deal sufficient damage to take him down to 0. So, Champion of Cunning combines with tokens to sneak on through.